with an extraordinary look and feel, professional riveted handles, and a blade so sharp and powerful that anyone can cut a pineapple in half with just one stroke. Classic in design and state-of-the-art in performance, they are engineered like no other knives ever. Millions satisfied customers worldwide have enjoyed the quality, durability, and value of Chef Tony's original Miracle Blade knives.
Love these knives. From Austria. From Peru. Miami.
From Seattle. From Oak Bay, Washington.
We love the Miracle Blade. Love these knives.
Tony, let's do some slicing.
Now, 8 years of research and development have created the all-new Miracle Blade World Class Professional Series.
I really thought they couldn't get any better, but they got better.
I use them so much I can't stop eating.
If you was to ask me what my favorite knife is, it's this one, it's this one, it's this one, it's this one. You pick one.
And everything has changed, except the price and the guarantee. They remain the same. Miracle Blade World Class will stay sharp the first time, the second time, the fourth time, every time for a lifetime. Or we...
What's happening, buddy?
How are you?
Good to see you.
Good
Really
to see
good.
you as well.
Thank you for coming. Please, help yourself.
Great.
I got to put you to work, Chef.
Put it in, bring it
The
on.
man,
There we
that's
go.
for you. This one's for me. Remember, we're talking about the Miracle Blade World Class Pro Series. There we have a knife. Here we have a tomato.
Okay.
Watch this. As sharp as this knife is brand new, that's exactly how sharp that
Very
knife
cool.
will stay. Hollow ground, so it'll cut for left-handed or right-handed people. Every time you draw that blade, fast or slow, thick or thin, you're going to get perfect slices each and every time. Friends, you might not cut as fast as we do, but you will always cut as good as we do. Look at these slices.
Perfect.
Notice. Balanced, professionally riveted design handle.
Very cool.
And you know, everybody has knives at home. We have drawers full of these things. You ever try to cut something soft like fresh bread? 450 pounds of pressure, and then they cut you a piece. Then they go back and they cut you another slice. They make these little breadsticks. And then when no one's looking, they stretch it all back out and try to shove that in a toaster. You ever try to get that bad boy out of a toaster? Watch. In my fingertips, let's turn that to the good side. Chef, all we do is let the blade do the cutting for me, all the way down to the end. Now watch this cut. When I get down to the bottom, if you notice, it has an offset handle so my hand doesn't drag on the board. Now I can complete the cut so you get a perfect slice.
Nice.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And if you notice something,
It doesn't tear like a serrated knife.
I'm glad you said that. This is not a serrated knife. Serrated knives only have teeth and they rip and tear like you said. If you notice, this is a stippled edge. All the edges around it. Let me show you something. When it comes to slicing, let's take this one flat and right off the top. When it comes to slicing, ham, salami, roast beef, fresh chicken, you want to serve right on the plate.
Nice.
No one's looking, you know what to do,
Right,
right?
use
Slip
your
that
hand.
bad boy right in. If you're a fisherman, let me take this one right between the meat and the skin. If you like game fish, fluke, flounder, salmon, steelhead, coho, chinook, lake trout, look at that. Right
Cuts
down to
right
the
through.
last very end. And just so everybody knows, I can actually take the meat right off the skin.
Pretty cool.
That's what I call a sharp
Amazing.
knife. So sharp,
Yeah.
and all knives are, right? When you
Amazing.
first buy them?
Absolutely.
Watch this. I want to know if that blade will stay sharp. Oh, we're just getting started. When I say something, I mean it. When it comes to cutting chicken, frozen vegetables, I've had guys tell me they've cut Christmas trees down with this knife. I don't care how long you use it or how much abuse you give it, that knife will stay sharp the first time for a lifetime. Watch, I just cut through wood. That tomato will still cut like a razor.
Amazing.
Come with me, you haven't seen anything yet. Check this out. This is a brick.
Yep.
I said it'll hold up no matter what you cut, no matter how many times you use it. This would dull an average knife, but Miracle Blade is not an average knife. Even a soda can is like butter. But the ultimate test, metal to metal, steel on steel. And I'm not telling you to go home and cut a truck in half, but this would dull a $10 knife, a $50 knife, even one of our $200 knives. But the one great part about this I can't lie about is right on the paper. Look at these filings. Those filings don't lie. If I took that much steel off the teeth and edge of that blade, I couldn't cut peanut butter with it. Now here's an old-fashioned test. Watch. Here's the length of the blade, the middle of the blade, the tip of the blade. Every single part of that knife is still sharp. It'll cut the first time for a lifetime.
I got to try this thing, Tony. You're trying to
Here we
tell me
go.
it's still as sharp as it was when it was brand new?
See?
Look at that, right through. And slices, I'm going to slice. Look at the thin slices, the thick slices. I want to try one of your tricks. Look at
you're showing me up, Chef. I love it.
Let me see that bread over there. Give me that bread over here.
Likes it.
Let me take the end off a little bit. Look at that. It comes right off. I'm going to... Nice thin slice. Look at that. For a cracker or bagel chip.
Nice job.
Christine at home, a thick slice for something else, maybe a sandwich. And then for the hero sandwich, we'll open it wide up.
Chef
just
Tony
like
size.
that, all the way across. And you're telling me that this blade is going to last forever?
Absolutely. Miracle blades are made to the highest standards of German stainless steel. Cold cut, then flash forged. Heated to over 2,000 degrees, then immersed into liquid nitrogen to an astounding 427 degrees below zero. That process guarantees the desired hardness, flexibility, and rust resistance. Lastly, the newly tempered and hardened blades are honed and polished to perfection. Finally, worthy enough that people always ask me, Tony, which knife do you use for what? So, Miracle Blade actually etched the name of every knife right on the blade so you never forget. This one says
Slicer.
And that's exactly what it does. Great bread, frozen food, and slicing knife. But it doesn't chop. This is my awesome, beautiful chef's knife. We call it Rockin' Chef. It's a combination between a French chef and a Santoku. Notice Grantons for quick release, beautiful straight edge, pro-riveted handle, and our patented pinch grip. This is the secret. It puts your hand over the blade so you can make easy cutting of even hard foods. Now, everybody knows butternut squash is hard to cut. You give it a pinch, and the impossible is a cinch. Look at that slice. Now remember, it has a tri-zone cutting. You got the tip, middle, and back. Watch. If I need to use the whole length of the blade, I just give it a pull. I can work the tip of the blade for mincing. I can use the middle of the blade for dicing. I can use the back of the blade for julienning or any type of chopping. This blade is destined to become your favorite knife in the kitchen. And remember, they all come with the same unconditional lifetime guarantee. That one's in the set. And no set would be complete without a great boning and fillet knife. Chef, check it out.
Nice and flexible.
True flexibility. No matter how much abuse you give that blade, it'll keep its edge. And watch this. If you want to butterfly a chicken breast, I'm going to make one cut right down the center. Now, you know, you can stuff that beautifully. Isn't that quick?
Nice.
And fishermen, if you do any fishing, don't you dare miss this slice. I'm going to take this right down the center. I'm going to flex that knife right under the skin, and I'm going to work it right back to the back. Now, Chef, here's the magic. I can actually take the meat right off the skin. Beautiful. Now, that's what I call a sharp fillet. And that's only number 3 in the set. Now, my mama's favorite. This one's called the chop and scoop. See how flexible and how thin that blade is? When you cut carrots, you know how they snap? Never with my knife. All you do is work that blade. You can cut straight, you can cut on a bias. Because it's flexible, you lift it up and take it right over to your favorite recipe. And when it comes to fresh herbs, you can chop parsley, garlic, fresh vegetables, fresh meats, whatever you want to cut. This knife makes it simple, and you lift it up and you put it right on the plate. Now that's my amazing chop and scoop. And guess what? I have 5 more knives for everybody.